Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Where are you? Well, I'm in my survival world and I'm recording a video about my survival world. This doesn't happen often, does it? But it's for a very specific purpose. You see, pretty soon we're going to have a pretty interesting update released to Minecraft. You may have heard of it, the Happy Ghast. Maybe one of the coolest things they've added in a while. Certainly one of the most unexpected. Unfortunately, usually in my worlds, I build underground. I've got this big old cave base, and the Happy Ghast it won't fit in here. This is probably the most spacious room that I have in the entire place, and I don't think that a Happy Ghast would necessarily like living here. Which gives me the perfect excuse to work on the exterior of the mountain. So that's what I'm going to talk about today while I do some much needed terraforming. Maybe this can serve as a little bit of inspiration for these upcoming updates, because I'm excited for it. As you can see, I'm red terracottifying. Is that the word? Red terracotta? I'm placing red terracotta on my mountain because it's always looked a little dull, and I feel like it really just needs a splash of color like that. I've had a mesa biome over here for, I guess like since the beginning of the world, that's how world generation works, but it just has never really felt cohesive. I guess I've got a fog mod on, so you can't really see it, but without the fog mod on, it looks a little disjointed from over here, and I really want to bring the mesification a little further. And I feel like on the top of this peak would be really, really cool because I have some big plans for this peak once the Happy Ghast update releases. You see, since very early on, I've had this outdoor green space here, and I haven't done anything with it. It's where I was growing dark oak trees for a little bit, but then I stopped doing that because I got a lot of dark oak already, and I basically just don't use it anymore. But then I thought, what if this place was just filled with Happy Ghasts, like just floating all over the place? And I think I have some devious ideas how to make that work. Maybe I was thinking maybe put a boat on top because I know if there's a player on top, they stop moving. Any and but I'm hoping that if any entity is on it, then it stops moving, and I can just have some stationary Happy Ghasts around. Because, inevitably flying mobs they fly away and you can lose them. I don't want that. I want them for decoration around here. Does this look kind of good? Ooh, that looks interesting. I feel like it might need some more texture, but also it's only a few layers. So, yeah. But if it doesn't look good, I can always replace it with stone. It's not a huge mountain. But yeah, along with adding a Happy Ghast decoration to the area to give that a little spice. The green space itself, I'm thinking of making into sort of a Happy Ghast docks. Think of like blimps. Like I know, I believe at least, back in the day in like New York, I believe what was it, the Empire State Building? Or one of the big towers there from back in the day. It was it was originally planned to have a blimp like port basically up there for skyships. Now, instead of cool skyships like blimps taking off, um, we unfortunately got stuck with airplanes, but they get the job done, kind of. Not as coolly and with as much style, but they get the job done, I guess. And I want to do something like that. It's not gonna be towery because it's already pretty high up. Maybe I might extend this top landing a bit more out, and just kind of port make it like a port, I guess, but a skyport. And ideally, I'd also have one over here because this has been a huge pain. This used to just open up on the side of a mountain, and it was fine. And then I wanted to add something. It was like a boat race mini game, and that never worked out really because it's super high up, and I'm the only person on this world, so a boat race mini game doesn't really have any purpose. I feel like it would still be a cool project, but not up here, not up here. And so for like the past probably over a year, maybe probably over 2 years maybe, I've had this honey wall just keeping out hostile mobs, and I've been too I've been too lazy to tear it down. But I definitely feel like I need something here because this is a very frequently used, probably the most frequently used entrance to my base that I even have. And it's the least good looking one. But it has a lot of potential, so we'll see how far the port idea goes. We'll get back to the mountain in a second, but I just want to show this area for reference really quick because that's what we're going to talk about next. Oh, I fell. I really want to fill in this entire underground bit with water, like drench it all the way down to the bottom, maybe even dig it down 30 or something extra blocks to really give that abyssal effect. Just like deep, deep trenched water. Over the past about year, actually, almost perfectly the year, I've been working on this side of my base, the path area, as I call it, because the path, huh? And I made some great progress. I've wrapped it around to my spawn area. It's fantastic, but what it's not is really detailed. It's got the rocks, which I'm super proud about having, but it's really missing quite a bit. It barely has, like, besides I think just around the pond area there, it doesn't really have any extra foliage going on. I wanted to add a tree there for a while, but I'm not very great with trees. But with all these new foliage additions in the latest update, I might be able to pull something off. Okay, yeah, on second thought, I really don't think that this grass patch works. Maybe something else. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I should also probably mention why I'm doing it in red. Um, and it's a reason that I'm very quickly getting a bit iffy on. So of course we're in a jungle for the most part. Very vibrant grass, very vibrant greens. And so I thought, what if I take a very red block, but not like, but like still a natural toned um, red block, like terracotta, not red concrete, not that red, but more natural colored red, stained, if you will. And yeah, I've been wanting to re-stone this mountain for quite a while, actually. Originally, I was thinking of making it all mystically and mycelium-y, or just with that purple color in general, but it's very difficult to build with the mycelium color because there's like two blocks that you can build with, and that's mycelium, and I think light blue terracotta. And that's difficult to do. Because of course you have to deal with the mycelium's like dirt texture, which I did not want to deal with, so I didn't do it. I wish we could have full-sided mycelium, but you know how it is. You might also be wondering why I'm replacing the stone and not just, like, building over it. And that's a very good point, because over here, on this part of my world, the Springdom, which is a very unfinished project, for most of, like, the upper bits of the project, like the brown, what's it called? Concrete powder. This I put on the mountain itself. Just like plopped it on top, but then down here I did actually replace it so it was more of a smoother transition. And that certainly works for that project, but those peaks in that project were pretty much just background. I'm probably not gonna build anything up that high. They're just for looking from a distance, but this I tend to go up these mountains quite a bit because I still have storage up here. Still got a cactus farm up here. Original. There's literally still a cave into my base with a skeleton horse that I forgot about. Like, this is my nether portal right here. And I really like the shape of this mountain, for the most part. I like the scale of it, so I don't really want to raise it up by one block or anything. There's a delicate balance I've been playing with for the past 2 years. So yeah, those are my upcoming build plans for my survival world. Hope you enjoyed, and you maybe even got a little bit of inspiration for your own worlds. Maybe, I don't know. These might be very specific ideas to this world. But either way, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.